data again and go measure if their users like it more. Maybe they get a new idea that maybe the users like the birds more if they are angry. So as fast as they can, they try to learn from the users what the users like and whether they like the software system or the game in this case more than the last version.
That, according to Ericsson, will result in 50 billion connected devices, which means that in addition to all the data that is generated by human beings, we're now moving to a world where every device in our lives will start to generate data. And the point is that once we get such volumes of data available to us, we can move to a different way of working, a different way of operating, both in society, in companies, but also in software development. So, as a very first question, just a very basic question, but in your thesis, you've spent quite a bit of time stressing that you're not just doing scientific or academic research, but that you're also looking to serve the practitioners' community. And you're constantly, I feel, living on the edge between those two things. And if you ask me, you're very often falling over more towards the practitioner side than to the scientific side. Now, take it for what it's worth. But what I would like you to do is, could you describe to me what you view as the difference between, on the one hand, research, and on the other hand, consulting and engineering? So how do you define those things? Where does the boundary go between two different types of activities?
Probably the research part is something that should generate knowledge not only to those cases, but in general as well. Something that might not be generalized in the sense that everything is true in a sense, but then at least give some kind of ideas to others. And in that sense, the research should be open and so that it could be available for others as well and get things done.
So what am I getting done in that case? That's what I'm trying to get to. How do I know I'm successful as a team?
Probably the metrics that are used in those cases are something that how much code they are producing, or if they are producing code that doesn't produce errors or something like that.
You see, there's a little bit of a mismatch in your thesis in that way. On the one hand, you focus on teams. This is data-driven software development with user interaction data written by Suonsyrjä. How close did I get? Well, we can talk about it later. Studies user interaction and specifically the way in which R&D organizations and teams can make use of quantitative data. The research is conducted through the use of literature review, case studies, and action design research. Part of the studies underlying the doctoral thesis are conducted in the context of the Need for Speed program and involves a number of industrial parks. The thesis has several strong aspects. First, it addresses an area of concern for research and practice alike, how to transition from traditional opinion-based decision-making based on small amounts of qualitative data to data-driven decision-making in R&D based on significant amounts of quantitative data. Second, the thesis is based on 5 published conference papers, of which the candidate is first author of 4, and a published workshop paper. The external validation of research results through publications is very important for the integration of the research results in the broader research community. Third, the thesis is based on a significant amount of empirical data that is collected over an extended period of time and using different data collection techniques and research methods. There are a number of areas where the thesis could have been stronger if more attention had been paid to it. First, the thesis is based on a limited number of companies and interviews. Consequently, the generalizability of the research presented in the thesis may lack the breadth that would have been preferred. Second, the thesis limits the scope of the research to R&D teams in case companies. This has 2 main implications. First, the explanation of the phenomena studied in the thesis should have been explained through causes outside the scope of R&D, such as business models, customers, product managers, and other factors external to R&D teams. Second, the explanations presented in the thesis could be considered symptoms of deeper challenges in the rest of the company or its business ecosystem, and the research does not investigate these challenges. Finally, the thesis would have been significantly stronger if it had included at least one published journal paper. During the public defense, the candidate introduced his thesis well to the audience and defended his position, the thesis, and the main contributions in the thesis in a professional scientific style that was satisfactory. Concluding, based on the above, I conclude that Sampo Suonsyrjä has written and defended the doctoral thesis that can be accepted with a great pass. I would like to congratulate him on this accomplishment and wish him all the best in his future endeavors.